What's going on? How y'all doing? This video gonna be about Dr. Anthony Fauci. Now, he's very credible early on with the pandemic and stuff. And he was a good father to go against Trump. But I like Dr. Brexit more now. She doesn't talk a whole lot. And she turned out to be the one that was on the ball. Because she don't be talking all crazy. Fauci, ever since he got to throw the first pitch for the Washington Nationals at opening day for baseball, and ever since he got a little more limelight and Trump said, oh, he's more popular than me, he been on some kind of like everything he says is gold. So now he didn't parted his lips to tell black people not to be skeptical, to move on, trust his vaccine. It's okay. Let's do kumbaya. Let's sing We Are the World. Let's have s'mores, campfires, and all that. And I'm looking at this turkey like, look, you need to go back to being a doctor because you're going to fool around and turn into Dr. Jack Kevorkian. You know what's going down. They want to turn people into lab animals. If you're black, you already know the history. Tuskegee, you know what they do. They need to justify their racist nature. See, when you have the support and the momentum that's going on with the racial profile, with everything that's happened this past year, and you have to think of something. But he knows that by and large, a lot of black America do not trust his government, and rightfully so. There's nothing to trust. You cannot enslave a people for 400 years and expect that you don't never acknowledge it. You ain't gave nothing up. You haven't paid monetary. You haven't sent an apology. You haven't done nothing. We just live this lie and go on day by day. And we do the elephant in the room dance. So now you work for the CDC. You worked alongside a corrupt racist piece of trash like Trump. And you differed from him. He tuned you out. He played you like you didn't know what you were talking about. Like you had no game, no morals, no standards, no nothing. Now Joe Biden's in the mix. Now y'all pimping this Pfizer and COVID and the vaccines. And we're going to do all this. We're going to do all that. And you have given your recommendation, said this. But now you want to say, well, don't black people. It's okay. We're going to be. No, it's not okay. Because to go back to a so-called normal of what? What will we go back to? We still haven't gotten any reparations. We still get treated like second-class citizens. Still get funny time with loans. Still get killed, shot by the police. Still get harassed. Still have to always work twice as hard to get once as much. Remember that. Work twice as hard to get once as much. That means you get 1 month and you work twice as hard. This turkey is acting like he doesn't understand the black community gets hit by all these problems because everything gets labeled and pushed with the agenda. Ain't black folks' fault that Trump didn't act on what was happening in China, didn't act on it, and was sloppy. Fauci, if anything, would want to push an agenda about saying, well, black people should roll over and be comfortable and do this. See, because you got to talk about the history and you have to talk about what has been used against. And like I tell it all the time, you cannot erase over 400 years of injustice. Because I'm going to tell you something. For all I know with Fauci and a lot of these white folks, and I say it like that, George Floyd was a revelation. Just to think it was just May of this year, 7 months ago. I didn't say 7 years ago, which was embarrassing. I didn't say 70 years ago. I said 7 months ago. A revelation that, oh, black people have been unfairly treated, targeted, and that's why. And so now it's fashionable, but don't make it fashionable to say you have to use sports to sell about Black Lives Matter. You know that in the medical field, that you get your eyes checked, your body checked, and the whole nine. And they find 99 ways to say everything if you're black This against you, that against you, this against you. So now you want to pimp a vaccine and say, oh, just roll over, it's okay. Now Anthony Fauci. He didn't got too much camera on him and he wants to be a reality star. Go back to being a doctor. Unless you're going to turn to Dr. Jacob Workin. Because that's what I think this vaccine going to do. You need to shut up and tell the truth, Dr. Fauci. Because while I can respect your field, you different from Trump. He would alienate you. He would question you in your profession. And I said, you a doctor. But now, when you come over here trying to tell black folks to, it's okay, it's okay. No, it ain't okay. We got over 400 years. It ain't been okay. And it ain't going to be okay until there's reparations and there's some balance. Until y'all tell the truth about what's really going down in the medical and how it implements the neighborhood beyond. So that's my thoughts and takes about Dr. Anthony Fauci trying to plea bargain with black people to pimp this vaccine. Shaking my head. Turkey, come again, come again, come again. Hit that like and subscribe. Let's discuss, let's talk. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for one another. And when the CDC, these doctors are becoming like politicians, they getting too much camera time. You need to be a doctor and turn the camera off unless you're trying to run for something. What are you running for? But don't try to rewrite history. It speaks for itself. I'm out.